Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody's good for you. What's going on, people? Woo, what's going on, people? It's the day of another day we call Thursday. Anyway, that being said, what's going on, people? Dilemma. We always have some type of dilemma that's going on in the world that we live in. You know, anything about it, we always want to, well, me, myself, I speak for myself. I always want to go through life and just mind my business, and hopefully people mind their business when it comes as far as me. We all both know we don't live in a perfect world. We may have a good intentions as far as minding our business. Don't mean that people are going to mind their business when it comes to us. Anyway, that being said, you know, the thing about it is we striving so hard to try to be true to ourselves and, you know, move forward within our lives. Now, you know, they feel as though, okay, you want to be, you know, you're a transgender woman and you have to go get your name changed. You go through the government, you have to go through the papers and stuff like that. We have to put your name in the paper for like about a month, and then you have to go down into the federal government, and I mean not the federal state building, and you have to go get your name and everything changed. You got to go to court. After you sit in court, the judge will reissue your whole new name and stuff like that, give you the certification papers or the certificate notification paper where they stamp it and stuff like that. And your new name is on it and stuff like that, and, you know, then you have to go get everything changed, you know, Social Security, you know, everything government, you know, reference to, so they can find you. Now, the thing about it is, you know, we try to move forward in our life and stuff like that. Now, a lot of girls do not change their names legally. Some leave it the same. I'm not knocking that. I understand it and I get it. And the reason why I say I'm not knocking that, I understand and I get it. And I mean myself, of course, I went and I did the, you know, because I wanted to work and, you know, get a job and stuff like that. And it's kind of hard to explain to people, well, I was once this and this and this and this is my name now. You know, this is my old name, but this is the new name I'm giving you. And they'd be like, And their whole thing is, did you do your homework? You know, if you're going to live this life, then you have to go from everything to everything to everything. You know, it is what it is. And the thing about it that gets me that, you know, a lot of girls don't change their name, and I understand it. It's so funny how far we go. It seems like we move nowhere. And I say that because, you know, you get your name changed and you get the M turned to F and all that kind of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it might as well just stay the same. Because you're disrespected to the simple fact of the matter. It was like, it was almost a waste of time. And instead people saying, well, you know, I wanted to do it for myself. And that's a good thing. I'm not knocking that. But a lot of girls like me who get our name changes and stuff like that, if we're going to still be called a male, we're going to still be called a man, we're still going to be called out a name. This is well, that's what you are. Well, we can call you names too as well. So remember, the name calling go both ways. You can say, well, I live as a man and I'm a man. I'm going to say, but you're a punk. You know, and then if you're going to the left. Anyway, that being said. Okay, take it down, Ray, because you're about to go off on somebody. Okay. So, you do all this stuff like that, you go to jobs and stuff, the interview and stuff like that, they go, so they may question you and stuff like that. Some of the girls get a pass, some girls are passable, very passable. Some girls do not like to be called transgender, they like to be called a woman. And it's funny because I was thinking about that as well as myself. First I was like, you know what, I'm not into the name calling because I really don't. My name is Ray, and you can call me whatever you want, but I'm only going to answer to one. Well, maybe answer to another, my legal name, but anyway, that being said. So the thing about it, I was like, well, what's the big deal between transsexual and transgender? I understand it's female. Female is as far as porn, and it's a disrespect. Lady boy is still a form of disrespect. You know, like calling a straight man a faggot or calling a woman a bitch. It's a disrespect to that person. And I remember calling a woman a bitch was a very disrespect. Now, women are calling each other bitches, and black people calling each other niggas, and white people calling each other niggas, and it's a mess. You know, and it's funny because we are so much into these titles and stuff like that, but these titles are so negative. But anyway, back to what I was saying. You go get your name and change and stuff like that, and people saying, you know, you go through all these procedures, and now you're still, it's on it says female. It does not say transgender. It says female on your, you know, your ID. But people recognize you as a transgender or just a man or a fag or whatever the fuck they want to call you. Now, this is the thing that gets me. When you let people know you're transgender, are you telling them, hey, I'm a man? You know, and it's funny because it's like a double-headed sword. You know, it's like, well, I'm a transgender. So, oh, well, you're a man trying to be a woman. That's what that says to me. Just my opinion. When you say you're a female, say, I'm a woman. Female means I'm a woman. Transgender means that I'm a man trying to be a woman. Female means I'm a woman. That's what people say, well, you're not really a woman. Well, a lot of real women are not really real women. And a lot of real men are not real men. So at the end of the day, we can still call name calling, like I said before, and go back and forth. And the thing about it is, it makes me very confused and stuff like that, because if you're going to live your life within a certain thing, why is it that you're calling yourself a transsexual, which kind of cuts your limitations and things off from what you could possibly get to? Hey, you know me, if they don't ask, I don't tell. My thing is to take it to your grave. But the thing about it, I mean, I'm not talking about as far as relationships when you're about to take your pants off and do like I said yesterday's video. I'm talking about reference to jobs and stuff like that. If you can't figure it out, boo-boo, I'm not telling you shit. And at the end of the day, I already had the surgery and stuff like that. I'm gonna stretch this motherfucker to the end, because you're not going to bed with me. And it's all about me making some honest living. If you want me to make an honest living, and make an honest living as far as working and not be on there on a back ass and sites selling my ass, then why can't you just represent me and call me a female? So, hey, I'll call you a female, just bitch, get to work. But then again, it's not even about you. But it's just that certain pattern within myself, which I see, you know, just like today when I was walking out, you know, I'm like a low-key type of person, and when I'm going from point A to point B, and I like to walk a lot, so you never know when I'm walking past your neighborhood. Anyway, so I was walking everything, and these three girls saw me and stuff like that. You know, I'm very much hat on and stuff like that, because a lot of guys hit on me, and I really prefer not that, but it is what it is. So three girls hit on me, and the thing about it that I keep forgetting is that I'm used to the men giving me hate and stuff like that because of what I once was. But when I'm like this, men really don't pay me too much mind. They may say, how are you doing, da, da, da. But the girls are going to hate on me because they think I'm a tall bitch, or I'm a, you know, maybe a little awkward looking and stuff like that, because females are very judgmental as well. Or maybe they spoke my tea, who knows. But at the end of the day, a lot of females hate on other females because you always have to try to find something with another female to shoot her down. And I'm not a part of that life either, because like I said, I love women to death. I'm not a part of that. But unfortunately, I'm in that world right now, and I'm going to be a part of that, and I'm going to be judged even more on their side as well. Judgment is a motherfucker. It's just going to be everywhere. So then I'm walking and everything, and the girls was like, And before I knew it, and I know I shouldn't have bumped into her, but my thing is, it's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. It's just like this other guy out there. I'm like 2 seconds from fucking him up. But it's just one of them. I keep talking to him because I'm a Gemini. And you know, Gemini's always they talk about the half. I got a good half and a bad half. One part of me says, Raven, let it go. Just walk ahead. Other half of me says, get up. Whoop that ass, bitch. Just start punching and, honey, drag her down the street. I mean, just drag her somewhere far so the cops can't see you and put it in between. Oh, I'm telling you too much. Anyway, that made it sad. And, you know, the thing about it is, I learned within the whole name calling and stuff like that, you know, as far as, how can I get my respect as far as me going through the government trying to get a name change and stuff like that when I'm being disrespected as if I didn't do anything? I mean, as all this just been a waste of my time and my imagination of mine, am I still going to be disrespected to the max? And my answer will have to be yes, I am going to be. The skin has to be so thicker than I even thought. And the most judgmental people, are even in the gay community, are more judgmental on each other than the most of the other ones. You know, it's just a sad mess. And it's just like, why do I do all this stuff just to blend it in when I'm never going to blend in? You know what I'm about to say. Fuck them. So I just said, fuck it, I'm just going to do what I got to do at the end of the day. If you don't like it, bitch, Anyway, I just want to know how you feel about that. You go through all these procedures and stuff like that just to say you're a transgender, not a female. On your license it says F for female, not for faggot, for female. So the thing about it is, why is it that I have to say I'm transgender? I'm just gonna say I'm Raven. That's just me. I'm saying that's with your number. Like, well, I'm a transgender, but that's on you. My name is Raven. I'm not a trans. I'm not a this. I'm not that. My name is Raven. And that's a perfect name, honey, for me. Raven motherfucker lunatic. Anyway, that being said, I want to feel as though how you feel about that, because the more videos and stuff like that that's going out, and the more people are starting to see us visually, the more they're looking for us to make fun of us. And, you know, I don't know. It just don't seem like a positive message to me, but I want to know how you feel about that, you know. Would you prefer it just as female, and did you just tell people accordingly, or would you just want your thing to say transsexual? Hey everybody, I'm a transsexual. Yeah, I was once that, but I'm this now. I'm not going through all that. My name is Raven. I mean, I'll identify for some people. I was like, well, you know what, if I'm interested, other than that, I work for Capital One, bitch. I only want to know what's in your wallet. If you ain't paying it, you ain't got no motherfucking reason to be here. Anyway, that being said, I wonder how you feel about that. Doing all this stuff to get your name changed and everything and just being disrespected to the fullest. Anyway, I want to say hello on there, people. Boom. I want to say boom, boom, bam. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. What you do to you, I want you to do you the best way you can. If nobody don't like it, then fuck.